It's the Goin Way Back Show with Money B. Classic hip-hop, raw and uncut.
I met Pac early 90s. First met him at the studio with, he came down the street, Knowledge Productions. And then later, I met him in Oakland, hanging out with the Digital Underground. And started hanging out in the studio and battling, and before long, start touring together.
Yeah, I mean, I remember us touring together, and I kind of think that's when Pac started to take a little liking to you. You know, I used to always, he used to always talk to me about it, like, man, I wanna. So, aside from, of course, obvious, physical attraction that you guys had to each other, what were the qualities in Pac that made you even want to, talk to him or, holler at him like that?
I think when I found myself attracted to Tupac, besides, I was first attracted to his lyrics. I was attracted to his hustle, his story. He just had a great spirit. Besides just being a sexy Gemini, I just think that, he just had something about him. He was a little different. He just seemed like a cosmopolite, So that attracted me to him. We hung out for a long time. We used to talk about pretty much everything, and I think that led to a deeper relationship.
How did he first approach you? You know what I mean? Like, yo, what was the game? Like, what did he say?
What was Pac's Mac?
Yeah, what was his Mac?
To play with my yo-yo?
Yeah, how did Mac on you?
Well, you know what? We started out hanging out, and we started out just telling our stories and talking. We started out as friends, and became great friends, and shortly after we became lovers. Okay. But he really didn't have a Mac. It was just him being real, and I think that's what I liked about him. He told me about his family. He talked about his best friend. He talked about his passion for music, his passion for acting. He told me some of the good stories of his life and some of the bad stories and where he wanted to be, and I was attracted to that.
I can dig it. So you kind of touched on it, but being that you guys were in a relationship, but you guys both were MCs, and now I remember one time you came up to the studio up in the Bay, and y'all kind of like had a little battle in the studio, and you kind of served him.
I ripped him.
Yeah, you kind of ripped his drawers, and we was always teasing him about that shit. So has the music ever got in the way of you guys' relationship? As far as you guys both had the same goals, and just was there ever any tension behind the music?
I don't ever think there was any tension behind the music because we were both MCs. I think that, I was always upset that we never really worked together. We did tour together, and we did side shows together, and, when I would book a gig, I'd always book him a gig with me. But no, I think we kind of learned from each other. We both had the passion for it. But we never worked together, so maybe he was a little intimidated from that battle when I ripped his tail in Oakland.
Yeah, I can dig it.
Thanks for visiting the Goin Way Back Show channel. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe, and click that like button.